are going to be talking about some fun ways to work on balance today, so stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to Pediatric Therapy Essentials. My name is Dr. Heather Sossaman and I'm a pediatric physical therapist. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about 5 simple and fun activities that we can do to work on balance with our kids. Now, these games and activities are designed with kids and teens in mind, but they do work great for adults too. Now, in this video, I'm going to be talking about the basics of balance as well as those activities, and there will be time codes below if you'd like to skip around to different sections. Now, in addition to today's video, I also put out a ton of different ideas and activities on social media, so make sure to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Okay, let's dive into balance. Now, balance is defined as an even distribution of weight, enabling someone or something to remain upright and steady. So in order to remain balanced, our body has to integrate information from multiple systems within our body. And the first one is our visual system. So our eyes provide information about where our body is in space and sends it to our brain. We also have our vestibular system, and this is a small group of organs located in our inner ear that helps us know the position of our head in relation to the environment, right? Because if our head is tilted off to the side, we are probably not balanced. And the third system, and I've talked about this one a lot, is our proprioceptive system. So there are small sensors in our muscles, tendons, and joints that give our brain information about where our body is in space. And our brain takes the information from all 3 of these systems to help our body remain upright and safe. So if our brain detects that our body is not balanced and it needs to correct it, it employs 3 sets of strategies. And the first set of strategies are known as ankle strategies. So that means our ankle moves in whatever direction is necessary to pull us back to the middle. And the ankle is used for small little disturbances in our balance that don't require a lot of force and effort to bring us back to the middle. Next, we have hip strategies. So if our body encounters a larger force that throws us off balance, we're going to use the muscles in our hip to pull us back to the middle. And finally, we have stepping strategies. So if the ankle strategies and the hip strategies are not enough to correct our balance, our body is going to take a step in whatever direction it needs to bring us back to the middle. Now, each of us is born with innate reflexes and body systems that allow us to balance, but those systems need lots and lots of practice to do that well. So as we practice our balance skills, our muscles get stronger, our brain is taking in all that information about each little circumstance in which we lost our balance and putting it all together to create a system that can handle any kind of obstacle it comes in contact with. Now, I do have 2 videos that go much more in depth on balance and what all these different terms I've talked about mean and a lot more detail. And if you're interested, I will link both of those videos up above and down in the description box. So now that we know that our balance system requires lots of repetition and lots of practice to learn how to keep our body upright, I've come up with 5 very fun and simple games that you can work on to improve balance with your kids. Number 1 is tug of war. Now, this is an old standard game, but it really works a lot on balance. And you can play it with either a rope or a pool noodle. Now, the push and pull of the tugging motion really challenges your balance, and you can play this game one-on-one or you can play it in teams. Number 2 is the freeze game or a freeze dance. So when you're moving your body and you suddenly have to freeze or stop moving in a quick second, that requires your body to really employ those balance skills to keep you from falling over. Now, most of you know this, but I have an entire playlist of freeze dance videos for kids of all ability levels. Some are standing, some are sitting. There's lots of different choices, and there's holiday themes and all kinds of crazy dances, which I will link up here that you can check out. Number 3 is obstacle courses. Now, you can create an obstacle course outside or inside using things that you probably have around the house. If you want to create a course outside, you can use sidewalk chalk to draw different places to jump over, step around, spin inside. Things like hopscotch are all great ways to work on your balance. If you're stuck inside because where you are it's winter and maybe you can't go outside, you can create a course in the house with things like solo cups, painter's tape, and even couch cushions. But any kind of obstacle in the course that requires you to step over, step around, turn, walk on a certain silly path, anything like that is going to challenge your balance and really encourage you to work on that skill. And the beauty of the obstacle course is that you can tailor it to your child's age and ability level so that it's challenging but not frustrating. Now, I do have another video on obstacle courses with lots of cool ideas for you, and I will again leave that linked up above and down in the description box. Okay, next on my list is balloon volley, and I like this game because it can be played in sitting or standing to work on balance. Now, the idea of the balloon volley is that you can use your hands or a pool noodle to hit the balloon back and forth with a partner, or you can hit it up in the air on your own. And the reason that the balloon volley is so challenging is that your eyes are focused on the balloon. So that one system, your visual system, is now occupied doing something else and not thinking about your balance. So it requires that those other two systems work a lot harder to keep you balanced. And this is a great way to practice. And last but not least is standing on a taped line or walking on a taped line. And when I'm playing this with younger kids, I call it don't get eaten by the alligators. So they have to stay on the taped or chalk line that I create, and if they step off, the alligators are going to eat them. But if you're doing this with older kids who might not think that's so much fun, you can simply make it a competition and see who can stand on the taped line or who can walk the entire distance without falling off. If you walk with regular footsteps, one in front of the other, that's kind of the easiest level of the activity. And if you ramp it up by doing heel toe down the line or even backwards, that's really going to challenge your balance. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed those 5 simple games and activities to help your kids work on balance. If you did enjoy today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like any more information about balance or any of the activities that I talked about today, please be sure to hop over to my website, pediatrictherapyessentials.com, and check out the blog post that goes along with today's video. And while you're there, make sure to hop into the store where I have lots of free handouts for you. Some of them are on balance. Okay, I hope each and every one of you has a wonderful week, and I will see you next Saturday. Bye!